Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's check out Triangle Strategy running on Nintendo Switch. Okay, so unlike other folks, I didn't download the demo ahead of time to try the game out. So this is my first time jumping in. I kind of wanted to have a nice pure experience as we got into it. And hey, surprise, we're not playing Elden Ring. We actually may be playing this more than Elden Ring if the thing gets its claws into me, like Final Fantasy Tactics, the original one on PlayStation 1 did so many years ago. Camera settings, we are fine. Battle settings, I'm going to just leave all those on defaults. Wait, display speed. Change the speed of scenes during battle. Oh, okay, we can hold R to fast forward. Graphics settings. Let's make it a little brighter for YouTube. And turn off depth of field. Corner brightness off. I'll leave those two off. Those are super annoying. I'm actually surprised in this day and age that those are settings that people would want to have. Alright. Let's review, shall we? Let's do normal. Unlike me, the difficulty is normal.
On the faraway continent of Norzelia, 3 mighty powers reigned.
Oh, that's me. Hi. Hit the button.
The Kingdom of Glenbrook, through which runs the mighty Norzelia River, bringing flourishing trade. The Grand Duchy of Esfrost, a land of ice and snow beneath which slumbers rich veins of iron. And in the desert, the holy state of Hyzat, home to the lake from which is harvested the salt essential to life. With each nation controlling one vital resource, conflict between these 3 powers was all too common. Minor disputes and skirmishes gave rise to fierce battles, and before long, the realm was engulfed in a bloody conflict that would rage on for years. Many died in what came to be known as the Salt Iron War. Brought to their limits and facing their mutual demise, the 3 powers at last negotiated a truce. The Norzelia Consortium is formed, a neutral organization that oversees fair trade of iron and salt. Finally, peace came to the realm. 30 years pass. Now, a new bond is set to be formed between the Grand Duchy of Esfrost and House Wolffort of Glenbrook, whose power in the kingdom is second only to that of the royal family itself.
Chapter 1. A young hawk soars. Chapter 1. A young hawk visits the brothel. And he definitely has sores. My story might be different than the game. Kingdom of Glenbrook. Wolfried. Okay, you don't need to know that apparently.
Lord Serenoa? Good morning.
Congratulations, my lord. The future of Wolffort is looking brighter than ever.
Today's the day, is it not? We're all ready for the big moment. Thank you, everyone.
Young Master, Lord Serenoa. So, you were here after all.
Ah, Benedict. It would seem word has reached the people already.
You can thank Eridor for that. He couldn't refrain from blabbing the news to anyone who would listen. I'll have a talk with him after.
This is a momentous day. Not merely for our domain, but for all of Glenbrook.
That's domain? Oh my god.
I do not think it possible to keep it a secret.
This is well and true, my lord, but you must consider your betrothed's lineage.
I'm well aware of the situation, Benedict. I cannot say for sure what repercussions this may have. What I do know is that the people rejoice for us and harbor hope for the future. As the future Lord of House Wolffort, I must rise to the occasion.
Fine resolve, my lord. As House Steward, I will
Oh,
do all in my power to assist.
Thank you, Benedict. It is heartening to have the support of my father's right-hand man.
Shall we head to the port then, my lord?
So soon? I had thought we would have more time.
The river's waters have risen with the heavy rainfall earlier this week. And given the wind, I think it likely that Esfrost's ship will arrive ahead of schedule.
You never cease to amaze. Very well then, let us be on our way.
Selecting event markers on the world map will advance the story. There are two types of events, main and sub. Main events are crucial to the plot, while sub-events are entirely optional, but will disappear from the map as the story progresses. Selecting event markers on the world map will advance the story. Oh, that's it. Okay, it's just 2 pages. Roster, inventory, war chronicle, and system have been added to the main menu. Press the X button to open the main menu, where you can view your units, prepare for battle, adjust various game settings, and more. Additional features will be unlocked as the story progresses. This game uses an autosave feature. However, there is only one autosave slot. You may save manually or create additional save data files at any time by selecting System Save from the main menu. You cannot save normally during battle, but quick save data is created at regular intervals. You can manually create quick saves data by selecting System Quick Save. Quick save data will be deleted once loaded. Let's see, is there anything optional so far? It should be just the one thing, I would guess. Oh, that's a pretty big map. Yeah, right away, the image is kind of soft. Oh, wow, this map is huge. So it's not like a super crisp image. And I don't know if that's intentional or if it's just running at a lower resolution to make sure that the frame rate is stable. It's been a while since I played Octopath Traveler on the Switch, so this may be just the same as it is on Switch. I don't remember. I'll have to fire that up and just verify. It's soft, but it's clear, right? It's just not crisp. So the edges are nice and smooth, versus having a lot of jagged edges, which is more typical of what we see from the Switch due to the no one ever turning on anti-aliasing. Wolffort Harbor. Yeah, little pixel crawl, but no big deal.
You are free to go.
Lady Frederica, there is no one here to receive you.
He will be along shortly, no doubt. If I have heard true, he is not the type to keep a lady waiting.
By your leave, then. We wish you everlasting happiness, my lady.
Thank you. I shall work hard, both for my new home and for my motherland. Please let brother, the Archduke, know that.
As you command, my lady. We leave the rest to you, Gila.
I shan't let you down. Phew, Glenbrook at last. Finally, we can take a moment of respite from our long journey. That said, it would seem we've arrived ahead of schedule.
I much prefer it to being late. This is a momentous day for Esfrost, and for the entire realm. We cannot afford to make a bad first impression.
I agree, which is why we cannot have you looking so tense. Why don't we go for a bit of a stroll?
A fine idea. After all, this may be the last time in a while that I am free to do as I please. Most are not inclined to grant liberty to one of Rosellan heritage, such as me.
You brought that pendant with you?
Of course. It is the only memento I have of my mother.
Thank you kindly, little lady. Letting a whole boatload of guards go back home was a stroke of genius. We heard tell you'd be here, and we wanted to be the ones to welcome you.
The winds of fortune are blowing today, aren't they, Pa?
Brigands!
Stand back, Frederica. I shan't let them have you.
Shortly after arrival, Federica and Gila are waylaid by bandits. Meanwhile, Serenoa makes his way to the harbor.
What do you intend to do with us?
Make you our little hostages is all. And wring every last coin out of the duchy and House Wolffort.
What's with that pink hair, though? Ya Rosellan? And that lady looks like she's from Hyzant. Did we go after the wrong boat?
Impossible! The ship was full of Esfrosti soldiers.
Enough! I am without a doubt.
Have you bandits no shame? Attacking two innocent women?
And just who in the hell are you?
Conviction. In Roselia, three major guiding convictions prevail: utility, morality, and liberty. These take the form of invisible parameters that are influenced by the choices you make throughout the game. Your decision will shape Serona's convictions as well as influence which companions may choose to join his cause. Okay, your decision... okay, great, let's do it. Who are you exactly? A common band of brigands from the looks of it? You'd know who. Surrender now, and we can resolve this peacefully. You two bear a striking resemblance. Might you be father and daughter? Huh? What? Oh, I don't like any of these. I wouldn't say this. I'll do the last one here.
You two bear a striking resemblance. Might you be father and daughter?
You got that right. This is Trish, my pride and joy. It's a chip off the old block, ain't she?
Minus the stench and the hairy arms, maybe.
You wound me, girl! That was supposed to be a compliment.
If you'd prefer, we'll leave you alone to settle your family dispute.
You're the whole reason we're quarreling, you dolt!
Exactly! You're about to pay for messing with Travis, the Bandit King!
Our foe has lost their composure. Well done, my lord.
Enough of this! You'll regret ruining our plans!
To arms, my lord.
Stand back, the both of you.
No, we fight together. I brought this upon us through my indiscretion. Pray allow me to help.
My lady.
Oh, listen to that music.
I am the teacher of the arcane arts, and Frederica is a most apt pupil.
Just as good as Octopath.
I can assure you we shan't be a burden.
Then I ask for your support from the back lines.
And you shall have it.
Why didn't you tell me you were having such fun? I would have joined you sooner.
What are you doing here?
Let us talk later. Now, I believe we have some lawless ruffians to rout.
Benedict's aptitudes in battle, unwavering support with a strategic edge, aids comrades with various support abilities, alters the turn order of his allies. Frederica's aptitudes, a pyromancer whose fire ignites chaos on the battlefield, casts sweeping spells to assail multiple enemies, can use fire to set flammable squares ablaze. Gila brings balance to the battlefield with powerful healing magic, specializes in HP recovery magic. Healing spells are even more effective on allies in mortal danger. Oh, great. If you're ready to die, I can heal you better. Just keep taking a beating. I'll be there in a minute. Beset by brigands. The battle begins.
I hope you adults are ready to learn a hard lesson. You'll need more than numbers to beat us.
Their confidence is admirable, at least. Orders, my lord?
Give them no quarter. We cannot allow brigands to have the run of Wolffort.
Just who are these people anyway?
Now, Benedict.
In battle, positioning and turn order are two keys to victory. Attacks from higher ground than that of your target can deal increased damage. Attacks from behind are guaranteed to score a critical hit. A mark will appear when you can perform a back attack. The order in which units take action is determined by their speed attribute. Upcoming turn order is displayed via the AT bar at the bottom of the screen. Right stick move camera. Okay. Move the camera and use the button to zoom in and out.
Think you got what it takes to best my family? Ha! Fools, the lot of you. My turn. Give them a fight, men. Distinguish yourself in battle and you'll receive your due reward.
Panels and lines of attack. Blue panels within movement range but out of enemy's attack range. Purple panels within movement range and enemy's range of attack. And red lines indicate enemy that can attack the unit. Red panels indicate your attack range, and yellow panels indicate the area of effect of the selected command.
We do not take kindly to thievery here in Wolffort. You will pay for your crimes. Defeat is not an option.
In this menu, you can choose which command to issue to the selected unit. It's split into two tabs. Actions and items. Use the left stick or direction buttons to change tabs. In the Actions tab, you can choose whether to use a normal attack with the unit's weapon or a unique ability. Abilities consume TP, and units regain 1 TP at the start of their turn. The Items tab contains a list of items shared by the entire party. With few exceptions, a unit can only perform one action or use one item each turn, so choose wisely.
You think you're all high and mighty, huh? Well, we'll show you we're no slouches ourselves. We're just trying to make a living here. You're wide open.
Our land has no place for those who disregard the law. There is no mercy on the battlefield. It is time to strike.
My turn. Take that! Shall we make it a contest, my friend? Let us see who brings down more of these ruffians.
I think not. Whatever would I tell your father if harm were to befall you?
These are no ordinary men.
Let us remain calm and clear-headed. That is our surest path to victory. Let me heal your wounds. Your wounds are healed.
My thanks.
We must defend ourselves from this danger that threatens us. Allow me. With the powers in me.
Fallen enemies occasionally drop spoils, and an ally's turn on the square containing the spoils to claim it. Enemies can also claim spoils, so beware. On rare occasions, enemies will drop small boxes containing exquisite spoils. Allies do not need to pick up these items; they are automatically acquired. Spoils cannot be used the moment they are acquired. You must emerge victorious to see the spoils you have obtained and claim them as your own. All unclaimed spoils will be lost once the battle ends.
Coming through! For the honor of House Wolffort. This ends here! Charge! Brace yourself!
Make way! You're wide open! Ugh.
Follow-up attacks. When an enemy is struck with a physical attack, any allies in the opposite side of that attack will automatically perform a follow-up attack. A mark will appear if attacking the selected target will trigger a follow-up attack.
I shall try my level best. It is time to strike.
No! Damn it!
We mustn't lose heart. Your wounds are healed.
Allow me. With the powers in me.
Coming through! Here! For victory!
This is it! Did you see that? For the honor of House Wolffort. I'll make this quick. That hit the mark.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Too slow.
I fight for peace.
Oh, am I out of magic? What the heck?
Cool heads shall prevail.
Allow me.
My thanks.
Let my guard down.
My turn. Here. This won't be easy.
What? You still can't kill him? My God.
Peace is not an option. Perish.
Your luck has run out.
Let me heal your wounds.
Allow me.
This will help.
Let us pry out their weakness. That seemed to work.
Let me show you what I've learned. With the powers in me. Oh no!
Damn it!
Go! Let my guard down. Ha!
Sheer goal. Be gone! Defeat is not an option. Here! To lead, I must grow.
I shall do what I can. Be at ease.
I shall try my level best. You are overconfident.
You'll rue this day, you bastards!
I will end this.
Oh, she has limited range for her Tome of Fire.
We will make our ideals reality.
What to do now? You don't stand a chance! I shirk from no danger! Forward! I'll make this quick!
I shall do what I can.
Allow me. You have my gratitude.
My growth is plain to see.
Let us pry out their weakness. I have your back.
Much appreciated.
For the future of House Wolffort.
I fight for peace. Flames, heed my call.
This won't be easy. From where shall we strike? Ha! Damn!
Shall we begin?
Be at ease. You have my gratitude.
Let us pry out their weakness. That seemed to work.
Let me show you what I've learned. Here I come!
It's not over yet. For the honor of House Wolffort. Wait your turn.
Follow my lead. That seemed to work.
I shall do what I can.
Allow me.
The tides are turning.
Allow me. Flames, heed my call!
Damn it all! This can't be!
Victory!
Wait, I know that face! That's the Wolffort Lordling!
What's that you say?
Wolffort? It can't be.
What are they doing here so damn soon?
This ain't what we planned for. Let's get out of here.
We're a bunch of no-good thieves. At least they know when they're in over their heads.
I would have preferred to apprehend them and see them atone for their crimes, but so be it.
Your bride-to-be is safe. Isn't that what matters?
My bride-to-be?
My sincerest apologies. I had no idea we were being trailed by bandits. But where are my manners? I am Frederica of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost. I have come to fulfill our agreement. I am honored to join you in marriage and to call House Wolffort my new home.
The honor and pleasure is mine, Lady Frederica. Pray forgive me for not introducing myself sooner.
To think you'd fight at each other's side in battle before exchanging your vows. Though, I dare say that it bodes well for Wolffort that its new lord and lady make such a fine team.
Your Highness! Here you are. Why, the entire Kingsguard has been scouring the land for you.
Did you sneak out of the castle again, Roland?
When I heard my best friend's betrothed was arriving in Glenbrook, I simply couldn't miss the occasion.
While we appreciate the sentiment, perhaps you should have said something to the king.
I'm the least of my dear father's concerns. Though I suspect Huette will think otherwise. I suppose I'd best be on my way back. Rest easy, my fair Lady Frederica. You are in good hands here. I look forward to celebrating your union. Till we meet again.
His ring bore the insignia of Glenbrook's royal family. Could that have been...
Well, we did just call him Prince.
Prince Roland, King Regna's younger son.
So a lord and a prince drove off a band of brigands by their own hand. What a fascinating nation we've come to, Frederica.
This is Sheila, my tutor and attendant.
Famed is the martial prowess of the Wolfforts. It was an honor to be able to witness it firsthand.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Serenoa of House Wolffort. And this is Benedict, trusted steward of my family.
It is my honor to serve Lord Serenoa in any and all matters.
On behalf of House Wolffort, I welcome you to our domain.
That still kills me, that's domain. Demence?
You may think this is an odd question, my lord, but I ask it nonetheless. What does the color of my hair mean to you?
It is not too forward for me to say so. I find it most beautiful, I find your courage more noteworthy than your appearance. You held your own out there on the battlefield. I think it nothing to be surprised about. We have Roselle living in our very own domain. Oh, well, let's be caring instead of aloof. Aloof.
If it is not too forward of me to say so, I find it most beautiful.
Thank you, my lord. But you need not flatter me.
I said only what I mean. I have always been fond of roses, and your hair is as beautiful as any of them.
I adore them too.
Then it would seem we have something in common.
Lady Frederica, everyone awaits. Allow us to escort you back to Castle Wolffort.
Thank you, Benedict. It would be my honor.
Frederica and Agila joined your forces.
Serenoa of Glenbrook's House Wolffort and Frederica of Esfrost will unite in marriage to strengthen the ties between their two nations. In doing so, the newfound allies hope to hold their own in the face of Hyzant's salt monopoly, which continues even now, decades after the war. Who could have known that this was but a prelude to an uprising that would engulf all of Norzelia in the flames of war?
Encampment menu has been added to the main menu. Provisioner is now available at the encampment. You can select an encampment from the main menu to access the Wolffort Army's camp. Additional features will be unlocked as the story progresses. Any side quests? Oh, we got some side quests. Let's see. At Whittleholm Castle, home of Glenbrook's royal family, preparations begin for a grand ceremony to commemorate a new age of harmony between the three nations. Give me 1 second.
Wherever did my fool brother run off to? I explicitly told him I wanted him here when we welcome our guests.
It would seem Prince Roland shrugged off the King's Guard and went on a little excursion, as he's wont to do. I swear it's as if the boy exists to drive us mad.
He is an embarrassment to our family. No matter. I will see to matters myself.
Your honored guests have arrived, Your Highness.
I see new faces among them. I trust you can tell me more, Claris.
But of course, Your Highness.
The imposing-looking woman over there is General Avlora of Esfrost. Her prowess in battle is such that some say she is the second coming of Groma Ironfist, hero of the Salt Iron War. If the rumors of her strength are true, she is more likely to emerge victorious than any but the Dawnspear himself. Over there is Minister Exham Marshall of the Holy State of Hyzant. He is the newest appointee to the Saintly Seven, and has been placed in charge of the military and diplomatic affairs. 'Tis a rise to prominence nigh unheard of for one so young.
A general of the Grand Duchy and Hyzant's young hope. I imagine this will not be the last I hear of them. I know this man, Sorsley End of Hyzant, yes?
Just so, my lord. As you doubtless know, he is the Holy State's Minister of Salt. A prestigious position, though it is said he feels threatened by Minister Exham of late.
So even the great monolith that is the Holy State is not immune to internal strife. Thank you, Clarice. I can see they were not wrong to tap you to lead the consortium.
As the officially appointed bookmaker for the tournament, it would not do for me to be ignorant of the combatants.
Your Highness, Lord Thalos and Lady Erica, brother and sister of the Archduke, have arrived. They will be joining the festivities in Archduke Gustadolf's stead.
Word has it that Lord Thalos has been appointed Prime Minister, which would make him the second most influential individual in all of Esfrost.
Archduke Gustadolf is said to prize freedom more than anything. It would seem that includes the freedom to put his own family above all.
With all due respect, Your Highness, the decisions of another nation are their own. Do take care not to say anything that might offend our new allies.
You need not remind me, Patriot. I know there is little to be gained from quarreling with Esfrost's ruling family. Honored guests, I am Franny, Crown Prince of Glenbrook. It is an honor to welcome you to our kingdom in my father's stead. I can assure you we have spared no effort in preparing for tomorrow's festivities. Let us ring in this new age of alliance together. Though I imagine some may be too occupied awing us with their prowess in the tourney to enjoy the revelry themselves. Allow me to escort you to Whiteholm Castle, where the ceremony will take place, whenever you're ready.
Whiteholm Castle Gardens.
Prince Roland, finally you return.
At ease, Huet. I trust all was well in my absence.
Well enough. Another visit to the Wolffort domain, was it?
Indeed, on minor business. My apologies for leaving unannounced.
Apologies indeed. You know full well that I am under strict orders from your father to accompany you on any excursions outside the castle.
I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself. Besides, no one would lose any sleep if something happened to me. Father and Franny least of all. Even Cordelia would get along perfectly fine without her brother.
Well, I would not. Or have you forgotten that you are my one and only sworn liege?
Huet. Forgive me, truly. It won't happen again.
I should hope not. So it is true that you plan to fight in the tourney on the morrow, and alongside House Wolffort, no less.
How did you...
His Grace told me. when he commanded me to keep you out of trouble.
So Father knew all along.
And so I have decided to fight at your side. You won't be slipping away on my watch this time.
Let's see. Hewitt Bucklar, a relatively new member of the Kingsguard, entrusted with Roland's protection. She dreamed of serving the crown from a young age and was appointed a position in the Kingsguard after years of hard work.
As you wish.
Roland Glenbrook, the younger son of King Regna, who brought the Saltaren War to its end. Serenoa of House Wolffort is his closest friend. And sorry, I didn't read those other profiles. I didn't realize that you could read profiles of people speaking. Okay. Having routed the bandits, Serenoa and his retinue make their way back to Castle Wolffort. Castle Wolffort Hall.
Welcome back, the both of you.
Were there any troubles while we were out?
None to speak of, aside from Eridor here. But what else is new?
Out with it, Benedict! I heard you were beset by brigands. Is the young lord safe?
Lower your voice. Must you always shout so? Or can't you see that it was that big mouth of yours that invited trouble in the first place?
There is no cause for concern, Eridor. Besides, I'm not a child anymore.
Mayhap not, my lord. But I've known you since you were knee-high to a... never you mind. And this must be the young lord's bride-to-be.
I am Frederica. It is a pleasure and honor to meet you all.
And I am Gila, her attendant. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Allow me to introduce those in service of House Wolffort.
Benedict Pascal, the steward of the House Wolffort since the Saltaren War. He has the absolute trust of his liege and has overcome countless difficulties with his intelligence and level-headed judgment.
This is Eridor, Master-at-Arms and Commander of our military forces.
You'll be the lady of House Wolffort. No harm will befall you as long as I'm around.
Eridor Ballantine, an experienced soldier and commander of Wolffort's forces. He has served Simon alongside Benedict since the Saltaren War and continues to do whatever he can as a loyal retainer to House Wolffort.
And this is Anna, my right hand.
If you require anything, just say the word.
Anna Pascal, an expert spy and Benedict's right hand. She was taken in by Wolffort after losing her parents and swears to do everything in her power to repay that debt. No, look how cool she is. Oh gosh.
They may not be of my blood, but they are my family just the same. And from this day on, they're your family as well.
Serenoa Wolffort, the only son of Simon, a legendary warrior and head of House Wolffort.
I am aware that in all of Glenbrook, House Wolffort is second only to the royal family in power and influence. I will do my best not to disappoint you.
Frederica Aspfrost, Aspfrost? I can't remember how it's pronounced. The eldest daughter of the Aspfrost family and Serenoa's betrothed. She is the daughter of the former Archduke and a Rosilian woman, a half-sister to Gustadolf.
A joyous day this is! The little lord grew up and found himself the perfect bride. Nigh brings a tear to my eye.
You're gonna die, aren't you, Eridor?
His voice certainly does carry.
Gila Brius, Frederica's attendant and tutor in the arcane arts. She once studied in the Ministry of Medicine in Heisent, but the allure of the Aspfrosti archives compelled her to move to the duchy.
sorry, my lady, but you'll have to get used to it.
My lord, your father awaits you in his chambers. As for me, I must stay and discuss the preparations for tomorrow's festivities with Anna and Eredor.
Lady Frederica, pray come with me. Father is expecting us.
Anna and Eredor joined your forces. Anna's aptitudes in battle strike enemies from the shadows. Take 2 actions in the same turn. Can conceal herself from enemy eyes. Eredor's aptitudes. Shields allies with superb defensive capabilities. Draws the enemy's attacks. Counteracts when dealt a physical blow by an adjacent enemy. Well, so he's like, what, the paladin, I guess? House Wolffort Hall.
As you are well aware, there are 2 events of utmost importance to be conducted before Lord Serenoa and his bride are wed.
The ceremony to commemorate the joint mining venture.
Still can't believe I'll be seeing the day when we break ground on a new mine right here in Glenbrook. And with the full support of Esfrost and Hyzant, no less.
You can thank King Regnant for that. It was by his most wise and generous proposal that the 3 nations of Norzelia now strive toward a common goal. Needless to say, delegates from each nation will be joining in the festivities.
From the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, Lord Dragan Esfrost, who is overseeing the technical side of the mining operations. The Holy State of Hyzant will be represented by Minister Lila Viscraft of the Saintly Seven. And our own Lord Simon will serve as Glenbrook's delegate and meet with the 2 before the ceremony. Yes?
Quite so. After that, it will be House Wolffort's responsibility to see that our honored guests feel welcome. Anna, I would trust you safeguarding both Lord Dragan and Minister Lila.
Consider it done.
Then once that stuffy ceremony is over, we can get to the real highlight of the day. The tourney! Ah, my blood's already rushing. Just envisioning the greatest warriors from all the realm clashing swords.
From Esfrost, the much-renowned General of Lora. And from Hyzant, Minister Exham Marshall. I have heard much of his prowess as well.
Then, of course, there's our reigning victor, the pride of Glenbrook, Sir Maxwell the Dawnspear. Still, I wish him all the best of luck against their hosts. They'll need it to beat House Wolffort.
On that matter, there are 2 things I should make clear. Prince Roland has expressed a desire to join the tourney as a member of House Wolffort's contingent.
Why would the boy want to fight with us and not his own arms master?
Apparently, he originally formally requested to do just that, but King Regna would not allow it.
And so he came to the young lord in hopes of finding another way in. Well, he's more than welcome in my book. The royal family said we're free to put together our own contingent after all. I reckon His Majesty would be beside himself with joy if we could deliver a beating to Esfrost and Hyzant.
Doubtless so. Very well. I shall inform the prince that he is welcome in our ranks.
Finally, there is the matter of Lord Simon's health.
Indeed. Sadly, the Lord of the House is in no condition to participate in the tourney. Barring some miracle, I anticipate that Lord Serenoa will have to fight in his Lord Father's stead.
Lord Simon. I suppose age takes its toll on even the mightiest of men. So be it then. You can leave watching over the young lord and Prince Roland to me.
Good. I remind you that while this is a joyous occasion, All of our attendees have their own reasons for coming. Let us not give them an opportunity to catch us unaware.
All right, let's see here. I will save. And why don't we stop it there, at least for a little while. This is audap. You have been watching Triangle Strategy running on Nintendo Switch. Yeah, this is excellent. I mean, it's a high-class production all the way. You know, I mean, the image does look a little soft as far as the game's graphics are concerned, but I think that's intentional in order for the pixel crawl to be kind of brought down to a minimum and to keep the game running at 30 frames. I haven't noticed a frame drop yet, but obviously we haven't gotten to the big battles quite so it may be a little while. I'm expecting it'll run pretty good. And again, this kind of game generally doesn't need to worry about performance issues, but that's something that I think we'll look for as we play the game. I have to say, I'm very, very happy that it is fully voiced. I wasn't looking forward to having to voice the entire cast of this game because it is pretty extensive. You know, the character graphics are very nice. They're animated well. Obviously, they don't have as many frames as I'd like, but they do express. They have a lot of expression in them, and I think that's good as it is. I also appreciate the fact that the text is nice and clear. A lot of times, developers will, unfortunately, try to mimic the same resolution of text in their retro-looking games, therefore making the whole presentation feel retro, but at the same time also make it very difficult to read. It's not really necessary to make the text retro. Here again, I'm very glad it's all crystal clear, in a good sized font. Voice acting is pretty good here and there. Some lines are delivered a little flat. But considering the bulk of work that's being done here and the amount of voice acting in there, I think it's acceptable. Probably the Japanese voice acting sounds better, but I imagine most people want to play this in English that are in the Americas certainly. Yeah, it's of course highly recommended. I think this is going to be something that is going to occupy a ton of my time. Well done, great battle systems. All the things that you kind of expect from a turn-based strategy RPG. Most people who are Nintendo fans are most likely familiar with Fire Emblem, since that's the long-running series. Very similar to Fire Emblem, at least the classic turn-based strategy Fire Emblem. So yeah, if you like Fire Emblem, the original games, not the Musou games, the Warriors games, then definitely check this out. It's well worth the time and money, and I will certainly be playing more as time goes on as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.